Plasma cutting, GHIBLI K25. During the processing of metals, it is often necessary to make cuts, which can be done with different methods or tools. You can use a manual saw, an electric tool with cutting discs, or a gas bottle and a torch. But all these methods have limitations of safety, transportability, and cutting time. Furthermore, with such tools, it is very difficult, or almost impossible, to cut acute angles, because the blade or the disc does not allow sharp turns. How does a plasma cutting tool work? It is a simple combination of two elements, temperature and mechanical action. The electronic card of the machine, fully designed and realized by R&D Ricerca e Distribuzione in Varese, Italy, is able to transform the electrical current, even that normally available of 3 kilowatts, into an electric arc powerful enough to melt the contact area between the torch and the metal piece to be cut. With the combined action of the air generated by the compressor inside the machine, in the area of the arc developed by the torch, the actual separation of the metal is achieved. This functioning principle suggested the name GHIBLI, the famed warm wind from the African desert. This because the cut is the combination of high temperature and compressed air. As regards the performance of the machine, the two elements, temperature and air compression, guarantee a performance directly proportional to the available power, i.e., the higher the current and air quantity pressure, the higher the cutting capacity and speed. Plasma GHIBLI K25 is able to cut metals up to 6 millimeters thick in a perfect and polished way, whereas a normal separation cut can manage up to 10 to 12 millimeters. With traditional cutting systems, saw, disc and so on, the cuts are necessarily straight or with very wide curves. Tight curves can be achieved with a traditional gas bottle and cutting torch, but in this case you are dependent on the gas bottle provisions. Also to be considered are the high cost and problems related to transportability, safety, and the use of inflammable gases. Such problems are definitively resolved with this new cutting system. Let's see how the GHIBLI K25 works. It is a simple and safe piece of equipment which can be easily used in different situations, even outside your workshop, because it's the only patented plasma machine whose box contains all cables and devices, thus avoiding difficulties and breakages during transport. The earth clamp must be connected to the workpiece, possibly near the point where the cut will be made, ensuring that the contact area is clean and directly on the metal. Painted or coated areas may prevent the transmission of the current. In the event of a poor earth connection, the electric arc on the torch will be automatically switched off, and the problem indicated by an intermittent red light. The torch is made up of 5 basic elements: the main body and 4 removable pieces: ring, nozzle, air diffuser and electrode. The type of nozzle can be decided by the operator, but generally the 0.6 type is recommended for larger thicknesses, whereas the 0.8 type guarantees a longer life of the electrode, but is more suitable for a 3 to 4 millimeter thickness. Spare parts for the consumables are contained in the special space in the machine lid. The wear condition of electrode and nozzle can be checked by the operator when the machine is switched, but if the check is done when the machine is on, it automatically switches itself off. The cutting action should preferably start outside. In order to reuse the equipment, you should remount the torch, use the magnetic hydraulic switch to switch off the machine, and then switch it on again. To have a correct grip, the torch must always be in contact with the workpiece at an angle of 90 degrees. This avoids burst of flames in either direction, as well as eventual damage or clogging to the torch nozzle caused by the reflux of melted material. The cutting action should preferably start outside the workpiece. Should this not be possible, place the torch on the metal piece at an inclination of 45 degrees, and then rotate it till you reach the right inclination of 90 degrees. If the earth connection is not good, the red warning light will flash. The equipment has been designed to work with a supply of 230 volts. but the limited input allows use with household power supplies of 3 kilowatts. If the yellow warning light flashes, it means that the current is outside the normal range, plus or minus 15%. You can also use a generator equipped with a stabilizer. If you use an extension, the cable should have a minimum diameter of 2.5 millimeters. GHIBLI K25 is designed to work and protect itself from sudden voltage changes or drops of up to 185 volts. If the machine is worked hard for a long time, it automatically switches off for protection to cool down. This problem is indicated by the fixed yellow light. A list of the technical features and performance is available. On request, GHIBLI K25 can be also supplied with different power and the box can be personalized.